Hello everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Dent. I've had a lot of requests for this. It's one of the altcoins I'm going to cover today. I'm going to try and get a few out, but I've got to go soon because the football's on. The Premier League starts today and it's Leicester City, and we're going to win the league, so get some money on them. But anyway, I'm going to do Dent after a lot of requests in the Telegram and the Patreon and the Twitter, people messaging me, so I'm going to take a look at it. I don't think I've looked at this before, to be honest with you, and regrettably, I did hear about this back in the day, but I never bought into it. You can't buy into everything, and this is something I say to you: have a diversification, obviously, but don't go chasing waterfalls, basically. And you miss out. It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. But I do remember this particular project, and yeah, it's absolutely bolted, isn't it? It's doing really, really well. You've run into a brick wall, just like everything else here in the April, May, wasn't it? Where we had this corrective phase and we've come back down. We found a base level of support and we're starting to pick up and starting to form the next impulsive wave up here in the bull market. Providing we can hold structural support moving forward, we're looking at continuation here for Dent. Just based off this low, which was in March last year, we'll have a quick look at this impulsive wave, and it's absolutely exceeded all expectations on fibs. Looking at, you ran above, come back to its support 1618, boom, melting faces. If I drop the 2.272 in, see where that's looking. 2.272, again, it's absolutely melting faces, isn't it? Ran into it, come back, and just absolutely took off into space here. So it's doing really, really well, isn't it? Dent. So I'm going to have a look at it from a technical standpoint and see what potentially it could do moving forward. Okay, so if, and it is all a big if, by the way, the possibility of a bear market is still here, because this is either a first blow off of a bull market, or it is actually the blow off top, and we are entering the bear. Until we lose structural support, which you created for yourself here, you're not in a bear market, you're in a corrective phase of a bull market, coming back up to test key levels of resistance to confirm the bear. And this is what I keep saying to people, you've not had any, all the way down here, I was saying, you've not had any test of resistance. You've not had any test of resistance, which you always see. Some kind of relief rally or some kind of bull trap, effectively, for your projects. Before you confirm the bear, you roll over and you lose this support. Once you lose this support that you created for yourself, that is a bear market down here, the confirmation of a bear market. And straight away, off the bat, I can tell you where your low will be in the bear market, okay? So in bear markets, altcoins, every single altcoin depreciates by around about 90%, okay? And that's a fact. Some are the low caps go 99%, 96%, 97%, 98%, but your nominal retracement is around about 95% if you're lucky for an altcoin. So this is your bear market bottom if you have entered the bear and we don't already know it. Okay, so full transparency, this could be an A, B, C correction down, and we enter the bear basically. Sorry, I did that a bit deep. So this potentially could be A, B, high, and then C wave down. So you could be looking at that in the bear, and that particular price target just there is just there for Dent. Okay, so this is your low. This is your low that you've created for yourself just there for Dent. I'm going to drop this in. So if you fall any lower than that in this current climate, okay, over the next couple of months or whatever, you fall any lower than that, there's your bear market confirmation, and you would be looking at a further depreciation of Dent to the bear market low of around about 40%. That's your bear market bottom from a peak cycle top in a bear market. Okay, and at that point, you can literally see it. Look at its previous swing high just there, look, level of resistance and support that you melted through. Basically, you've not necessarily back tested its support as well, so you could see that is a bear market bottom. And if you fall any lower than that, just for future reference, if you lose that there, you've got to target the next swing high just there. Okay, so that's another level of support moving forward. But anyway, that's a bear market scenario. I don't think we are in a bear market. I think we're getting a little bit overextended here, though, to be honest with you. There's been a bit of a hype and a mania here, but you are breaking out of key level resistance, look, because you've got your peak and you've been adhering to a level of resistance all the way down here. Okay, look at this. Resistance, 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 rolled down, created a level of support just there, lower lows, coming into some kind of apex. I'll show you in a minute. Resistance, 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 boom, broke out the resistance. What's happened as soon as you broke out the resistance? Boom, you're coming up melting faces, because effectively what you're doing, you're coming up back to where you formed these levels of resistance. You're basically retracing. You've got some kind of little sort of falling wedge pattern just here, look, when you've got these lows. Do you see this? Little wicks and this level of support, and you come into the apex, and what have you done? You've broken out just there. draw it like that. So like almost like a tiny little falling wedge, isn't it? Which is a bullish reversal pattern. Okay, they always come back up to where they came from. And if you do something like this, if you look at it on the weekly, you know, something like that, you've basically a bull flag almost, isn't it? Where you've gone up, you've come back to a key level support, which was this cluster of level down here, which was a level of consolidation. Okay, and you've held it. Boom, see you later for continuation, because you know off the bat you've got that little technical target from there. We had that previous level of consolidation. You're breaking out a level of resistance and you're coming back up to where you formed the peak of the bull flag. Do you see that? Now, what's synonymous with dead cat bounces, I will show you, okay, because there is this possibility here. You're going to create another level of resistance for yourself like this, okay, and form some kind of descending triangle, okay, like this. If you do something like that and you lose this level of support, that's your bear market confirmation just there. Okay, so it's all about this support that you've created for yourself for Dent. Now, if you start to break this up now at this level of resistance, you're looking at retracement here for Dent, and you're looking at a new impulsive wave up off this low. I'll show you right now. This is a weekly time frame. I'm going to show you right now. We switch to the daily just there. You can see you've almost ran into the 0618 just there. You're starting to roll a little bit today. There is a little bit of a sell-off in the market, but it's to be expected. It's relatively overheated. You've got nice volume coming in here as well. Look, you've got that nice volume coming up, bringing you up here. Because this is what happens. Look, you're coming down. The selling pressure runs out. You create a bottom, you create a low. Look, you're running out of steam and the selling bias. And then all of a sudden, the flip, it switches. And the trend reversal kicks in, and obviously it works in waveforms. You know, as you come up, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, and just like that, you're breaking out. You did that, and then you come up, you're getting a bit overextended. You come back, and you come back up, boom, 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 and eventually, you know, you've broken out of a key level of resistance, which is a reversal pattern, this falling wedge, and you do have a technical target to the upside. So you are on your way, but it's going to be bumpy, okay? And you do need to see key levels of resistance broken to come back up to the high for Dent. Because I think this is a whopping trade, isn't it? From here right now, you're looking at further appreciation of 220% to the high, and from when we broke this level of resistance right there, that would be a whopping 1,132 retracement. But right now you are currently up 228%. So wow, why was no one telling me about this project back in the day? I've missed out here. But anyway, you know, these low caps, mid caps, these are the ones that appreciate most, because it doesn't take much for them to retrace. You know, an influx of money into them. I don't know what the market cap of Dent is, to be honest with you. I don't even know much about the project, but we've obviously missed out on this. But anyway, you've got a beautiful buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid here on the daily time frame. Now, what you want to see, if you do see a large correction here, fall back into these EMAs, because you're creating a bullish cross, a buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid for Dent, where you do potentially, if you do start to see a deeper roll, hold the 20, fantastic area to put some bids in, hold support, continuation, you're looking at potential upside, because you're in a technical target of a falling wedge. Okay, you've come back up, you've actually met, where have we come back up to? We're coming back up to this high here, aren't we? The golden ratio, we've almost met it. Look at that level of resistance that we've come up against. So yeah, to get the confirmation that you're getting a reversal wave here, you have to see Dent come up, break the golden ratio just there at 0.008. Okay, because if you do and you start to hold and back test that support, you're looking at continuation, you're looking at reversal wave, and you're looking at this price prediction here for Dent up at the 1618. It currently sits at 11 cents. Now from here, you know, personally, I won't jump into a trade here, to be honest with you. What I would do is wait for the break of this high, because if you get the break of that high, you're getting confirmation, you're creating that reversal wave, and at that point, you know, you could be looking at a lovely 412% trade right there. And I think from the low, you know, if ever you see these in your charts, and you asked me for some TA, if you see these levels broken, these reversal patterns broken, and lay down your fibs, I mean, look at that for an excellent trade. That's a 6,127% trade potentially on Dent moving forward from the break of this level of resistance, okay, because these reversal patterns. And again, to invalidate this reversal that you're going through right now for Dent, okay, all you have to do is roll over and lose this low. You lose this low, you lose the low of the apex that you've created for yourself, and you're looking at the bear, okay, and all this that it's doing just here is a low, and it's come up and it's created a dead cat bounce before correcting in a bear market just there. Okay, so you've got your targets. It's looking relatively good, a bit overextended. You're shooting off into space here for Dent. Again, I would like to see it roll and come back to a key level support, to be honest with you. So let's have a look at a little reversal wave right here. potentially, let's say we've topped out here, okay, and we're coming back down. Now these are the key levels you do need to see held for Dent, okay. You might get some cheeky bids on the 050, and that's literally where the 20 is right now, but it's so strong. Crypto is so strong. It's in a massive whopping uptrend at the minute. Lots of stuff's breaking out to the upside, but if you was to see a further roll, put some cheeky bids down here on 0.0036158, okay, and you might get lucky, because that is where the 20 is. And like I said to you, when you break out of these and create that bullish cross, you always fall back to them as support, and they offer fantastic entry points for these projects, okay. Bitcoin did it. It broke up, created a bullish cross, buy and go to the beach signal, and almost immediately we traced to the yellow line, held a support, and it's got that continuation. So that's Dent. I hope I've been thorough with you right there, yeah. But my technical target and price prediction of the 1618 is up here at 11 cents in this bull run. Providing we can hold support, continue in these waveforms, you will be looking at that in this bull run, okay, for Dent. Take care, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that update, and if you got any other technical analysis or questions or anything like that, then please do get in touch, and I'll try my best to do it for you, okay. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.